how has your writing evolved and developed since you've been writing since the 90s? Now in 2023, 2024, how have you noticed that your how you write has changed?
Well, it's I rate it. It's I've learned that it's infinite ways to flow, infinite ways to speak, different tones. You know, I could rhyme in different tones. I don't have to rhyme in the same. Like sometimes I'll scream, sometimes I'll be medium, sometimes it just be me talking. You know, I've learned a whole lot just being a student of the game, just listening to a whole bunch of other artists, and they do something, and then you be like, oh shit, I didn't know you could do that. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just being a student of the game.
Okay. And then have you found, because you've been putting out so much music, have you found that you write more now, or were you writing more as you were trying to get on?
I've always been a writing machine all the time, always writing. When I first started, I was just writing pages and pages of rhymes, and you know what I mean. I think I might have wrote more, but back then, but when I started making songs, I took my time more, but I was still doing a lot of projects. Like right now, I got like 6, 7 projects that's done. That's supposed to be, you know, everything is getting mixed and mastered and you know, ready to go. Plus, I got songs that I did recently that didn't drop yet. You know, a lot of singles that's coming. So I'm always on the go, man.
And where do you think that comes from?
That just comes from my heart, man. It just comes from the heart, man. I just love doing it. I love doing it.
Okay. And
Yep.
Culturally Rich was another more recent project, and Deadly Styles I really liked on there in
Hmm.
particular. So as you're doing Culturally Rich, that's around 2019. You'd been done so much stuff with Sean P. Obviously, unfortunately, he passed away. You'd done so much with Duck Down, all these different things. What
Hmm.
did you take from them from the 90s and 2000s that you applied in the 2010s and up till today?
I don't know if I took anything from the '90s or anything purposefully. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to do something different with each album. You know, that's why I always do one producer albums. You know what I'm saying? Like Gangstar is one of my favorite groups, and I love how the chemistry between Guru and Premier. And so I try to give my best version of that every time I do an album with another producer, and I try to just do something different. You know, a whole new concept for the album. You know, and I don't try to just like keep the same pattern going. I like to start with something fresh.
Okay. And then more recently with sulfuric acid, you had the Wig shot and Conway's on there. And with
Hmm.
that, that's still, even though it's two of you, it's still a very short song, which of course we've gotten more into now, the way the evolution of music has gone.
Hmm.
But since you write so much, even when you collaborate, how and why do you guys decide to do short songs sometimes?
Well, I stopped. I forgot which album it was, but I stopped doing like 3 verses on songs a long time ago because I found that a lot of people have a short attention span, and you got to think about it. Like it's a lot of artists out right now. It's a lot of different artists. It's underground, um, mainstream, and up and coming. Like it's a whole bunch of different artists for people to listen to. So sometimes they don't want to hear a whole 3 minute and 42 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So I get the job done in like 2 minutes and 20 sometimes. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that should be good enough and get to the next song.
But
So
well,
the album when I did it like that, that album is like 40 minutes, 35 minutes. You know what I'm
well that,
saying? And you could listen to that on a car ride somewhere and you'd be like, oh, that shit was fire. That was it. Oh, and then you got to take it back already. I don't want people to sit on it and be like, I'm still on 7 and it's a whole lot to go. Sometimes when people see they be like 31 tracks, they don't even want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So, if I don't do 14, I do 12 songs.
what's ironic you say that, because even on a lot of Gangstar stuff with Step in the Arena in particular, some of those songs are really short, even though
Mm-hmm.
that was not, well, people were doing
The
it back
norm.
then, but it was unusual because LL had short songs, De La Soul had a lot of people had short songs, but
Mhm.
of course the singles and most of the songs were 3, 4, even 5 minutes.
Right.
Um, so So you don't feel any difference creatively when you're doing a shorter song versus a longer one, or do you?
Nah, it's the same thing to me. I'm just creating a song. It's the same thing to me.
Okay. And
You know,
then
sometimes I do three verse songs. Like I've done them recently. It just depends on what the beat is telling me and you know, or whatever. And sometimes it's how much the producers is paying me for, because and I'm like, if you want to pay me for two, then you know, if they want to pay me for three, then they, you know, it's more. So usually
okay.
they stick with two.
And then how did, now that we're hopefully getting past the pandemic for real, how did that affect you since you do put out so much music? Did that affect your routine a lot? Not much at all? Like what happened?
No, no, because I do you know, a lot of ways I make money with hip hop is I don't have to be moving nowhere. Like I be in the house anyway. You know what I'm saying? So all the collabs I do, people email me or they'll direct message me or hit me on Messenger, you know, that they want to do a song. So I was just putting out music steady. Like if you follow my timeline for through the whole pandemic, I was just putting out a whole bunch of music, videos, and you know, I was just chilling. And it didn't really, you know, of course it affected me because a lot of people was out of work and so everybody couldn't do that, you know, paying for features and different shit, but I was still making it happen. And you know, it was dope, man. Even though I wasn't doing shows, I was killing them with the collabs. And
No, that's
I had a studio in my house, in my apartment, so that was nothing.
well, that was the other thing because I know a lot of
I was
artists.
doing albums too while during the pandemic, doing all of that.
No, that I could tell, but I also was curious since a lot of people, uh, make a good amount of money touring. I didn't know how that affected your business or your reality or your routine.
Nah, it didn't affect me at all. I was doing good. I was doing great.
All right, so you have 7 or 8 projects that are coming out soon. So how and why do you stack so much up instead of just cranking it out when it's ready, or what's the process of that?
I let everything go when it's just me, but when I'm dealing with other people, you know, they want to put it out whenever the you know, I work we got to do the shit together. So, you know, just like with Nine and that project is coming out soon and right now the album with Rock just got to finish up a few things. I think got to redo some verses and sometimes it's you know we got to finish paying for the mix and mastering and you know it's a lot of different things that go on, you know what I'm saying? But when I got my shit out, I always let my singles just go. I put them out, boom, shoot the video for it, put it out, duck down. You know what I'm saying? And so no matter what I'm doing, it's not like you know fans are waiting. You know, I didn't drop an album this year, but I dropped more than 20 singles and a lot of videos. I think almost all of them. You know what I mean? So it's been a lot of joints, man. So even though they like, yo, what's up with the album? I dropped 3 albums last year. You know what I'm saying?
No, you
So,
definitely got a lot going on. That's why you're not like these other rappers.
word. And that's the line from Sean P. Word.
Yes. So that being said, and shout out to Rock, I interviewed him here on Unique Access as well. But how, since you've known him so long too, how has your guys' relationship developed and evolved over the last couple decades?
Great, man. I mean, all of them are my big brothers, man, for real. You know, so I remember when I came to him, we had a show. We had like a 2 or 3 shows. He was in Switzerland, and I was telling him that you know, me and Sean was what came up with the concept for Crownsville. You know, Crown Heights, Brownsville for the album, and I was like, damn, man, I wish I would have did that album with Sean, with Ruck, because I don't call him Sean. I just say that for the music shit with Ruck, and Rock was like, he was like, yo, I'm still here. And I was like, yeah, oh shit, I ain't think about it. So, you know, that's how me and him just was like, yo, you know what, we're gonna do it. And now, man, like the fans don't even know, they don't even understand how much they need this album, man. Like oh man. I'm really proud, I'm excited, and you know what I mean, I can't wait till this album drops. And we doing it right, man. We doing it with Duck Down, so it's gonna be official.
Yeah, duck down and put the extra push for it for real. That'll be big.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
congratulations on that, man. So before we go, anything else you wanted to add? Stuff you're working on, or people getting at you, or anything?
Um, yeah, man. Just look out for the Duos EP with me and Nine. You know what I mean? The legendary Nine. Look out for the Crownsville album with me and Rock. And oh, look out for the Spawn and Blade. I got a new album with my man Gangster Rap Martyr. That's my brother. Fully produced by the big bro UG from Cellar Dwellers. You know what I mean? And then we got the album color. We cover the whole album mixed and mastered by my brother PF Cutting. You know what I mean? So it's a whole bunch of music on the way, man. Just be on the lookout. And salute to Bernadette, man. Salute to Bernadette Price.